Hello, today I'm doing something a little bit different. PXN sent me, quite a few little goodies to test out. And yeah, this is just a teaser. Let's call it a sneak peek. Just a quick unboxing and the first impressions. Let's go. Let's start with this little bundle over here. It's a 4 Newton meter base and you get the steering wheel bundle together. You also get a set of pedals. However, it won't be this set. It won't include the clutch. It'll be the brake and the throttle. And I believe it's $299 or 369 euros. All the prices I'm giving you today is pre-launch prices, and yeah, these could change. That's just the prices I've been given up to now. Let's start with a wheel and base first. Open that up. Oh, got like a nice little checkered flag thing going there. Oh, okay. Does not look too bad. Oh my goodness, look at this little base. Wow, it is heavy. But wow, look at that. That's proper tiny. Yeah, nice and small. Look at that. Okay, that's the wheel. Okay, so this is what you get in the box. You get your wheel, you get your tiny little direct drive base, you get your mounting hardware, a bunch of USB cables. I'm assuming the smaller second one is for the wheel, and then you've got your power supply for the base and also your power cable and instruction booklet. Okay, yeah, it all looks very tidy. Let's pick everything up and touch everything. You know what? I was expecting a lot worse. These don't feel all that bad, to be honest with you. The clutches are nice and stiff. The buttons are these buttons. I feel like what they would do on like a PlayStation or Xbox type remote. They are not very clicky. So this, I'm guessing, is about a 280mm diameter wheel. Do you know what? This is obviously a pleather, but really at this price point, I'm actually quite impressed. It doesn't feel bad. There's a little bit of a squish to it. The stitching looks very nice and tidy. You know what? Not too bad. If I'm comparing this to the touch of, your Thrustmaster or your Logitech, entry-level wheels, and yeah, the G29, them sort of things, this does feel a step up for me. I really like these thumb rotaries over here. Actually very nice to turn. Anyway, onto the base. Oh, it's small, but yeah, it is a sturdy little thing. It's almost got like an Art Deco type feel. These patterns and these blocks they've got over here. It's probably not going to be to everybody's taste, but you know what? The branding is very subtle. PXN on that side, and the Vd4. This is a 4 Newton meter. Now I've been told that the holding torque is 4 Newton meters. So yeah, they say it could be up to 5 or 6 Newton meters, but for the holding torque it's 4 Newton meters. And I actually think, first impressions, the base looks really tidy. There's no front mounting holes. There's no options to mount it on the side, so it only leaves you the 4 holes here at the bottom. So there's a little white mark there to tell you that it's up. So now it'll just, yeah, okay, look at that. Probably not the best way to do it, but yeah, it actually feels very nice and sturdy. Wow. You know what, I'm just gonna say, I've not tested this whatsoever. I've not driven with it, but this is me putting excessive force on this little thing, and it actually feels very sturdy. So yeah, not bad. A good first impression. Onto the pedals. Now these pedals here are $99 or euro. So yeah, can't be expecting much for that price. From the pictures they seem very basic. But let's take them out. Let's have a look. Just quickly, so if you are buying this 4 Newton meter little wheelbase and rim, you won't get the clutch with it. You'll only get the brake and the throttle. However, if you buy the 6 Newton meter version of this, you would get the clutch as well with the brake and the throttle. They sent me the 3 pedal set. Let's have a look. Let's open it up. Okay, so I see that now. So this pedal face gets mounted like that. Listen, yeah, this is a very basic set of pedals. I mean, $99. What do you expect? And, you know, obviously a bundled item. From looking at them, it's all metal construction everywhere. So that's already a little bit of an improvement on what you would get with your Thrustmaster or your Logitech type pedals that just come bundled together. They do feel very, very sturdy. From touching this, I would say the throttle is actually stiff. You might get a little bit of a workout. The clutch feels identical. All three of these pedals are exactly the same. You do get this little mod that we will attach, which will just make the brake probably feel a little bit better. But that's how these work. You get this pedal plate by the looks of it. I can see there's 4 holes there, and you can then line them up. I will probably space them out as far as I can, so I'm lining it up there. Very basic set of pedals. I doubt they are gonna impress me a lot now, but this is a bundled item, and it 100% looks like you know, you'll be up and racing anyway, which is the important thing when you are starting out. Okay, here we've got the PXN VD10, which is a 10 Newton meter wheelbase. So this will be competing with the likes of the Moza R9, the new Evo Sport by SimMagic, also the likes of the Fanatec CSL. So yeah, the competition is quite steep in this, you know, mid-range direct drive mark. This year you can buy in 2 different ways. You can buy it bundled with the steering wheel, but let's just talk about the pricing by itself. By itself, $369 or 399 euros. I mean, for 10 Newton meter wheelbase, you know. If you want to buy this steering wheel bundled together, it will be 499 euros or $499. So yeah, fantastic. So basically, this is what you get in the box for your $369 or 399 euros. I can definitely tell there's no coggingness. You know, they are also selling the low inertia, same as SimMagic. So it'd be very, very interesting for me to see how this base compares with the SimMagic Evo Sport, which I have over here. Okay, now we're going to be looking at this, a PXN, what's it, the WDSR2. Yes, it's a bit of a mouthful, but let's get this box open. Now, PXN, this is a 300mm variant. They also do, this is aluminium apparently, they do a carbon fiber version as well, which I don't have. I believe that one is 330mm in diameter. Okay. I'm going to let you see it first, okay? What do you think? Definitely not the nicest looking wheel I've ever seen, you know. It is a very plain looking wheel. It's mostly just black and the buttons are white. I believe this wheel will set you back $200 or euros if you buy it separately from buying it not as a bundled option and you're just buying the wheel itself. 200 euros. So yeah, the back here is aluminium. Oh, you know what? Shifters are aluminium. Very, very clicky. Like almost obnoxious clicky. Yeah, this definitely will be bothering if you're racing with people in the same room as you. This will definitely is going to make a lot of noise. Might be me, but I feel like one sounds a bit different to the other. Okay. You know what? The clutches don't feel bad. I mean, you don't use clutches all that often, but they're very nice and stiff. The buttons, no click whatsoever. I actually think they could have took a bit of a click from here and put it into the buttons. I do like a little bit of a click when it comes to the buttons. These are very small buttons, you know, they're not very big in diameter, but it feels like you're going to reach everything no problem. Got a little, this feels like a joystick, yeah, this is like a joystick, not even a funky switch type thing, it's just like a, probably could use this as a mouse, I'm guessing. Okay, And yeah, these here are, I mean, you get a lot, to be fair. There's, I don't know how many positions there are, but there are, typically you normally get 12. This looks like it's more like 20. I will double check the amount. But yeah, these don't feel fantastic now. They're very, very light in operation. A little bit too light for me, to be honest. And yeah, the buttons, I mean, there's nothing exciting. You do have the rev bar here that, you know, points like an upwards arrow. I've not seen a rev bar in that, you know, in that design yet. But overall, I mean, you get the quick release on the back that is, you know, feels very sturdy, aluminium. You know, this thing, props for the quick release. The quick release seems like it is very solid. For the price range, you know, so far, I'm fairly impressed. You know, there's some bits, like the buttons, that don't really inspire confidence. They just feel but nothing so far is bad. You know, yeah. The bases themselves look very nice, aluminium, they're heavy, you know. The shifters, even though they're very, very clicky on this wheel, they are a lot nicer feeling than what I would feel here on the VD10. But yeah, PXN, guys, I have no experience with their products whatsoever. This is the first time that I've touched any PXN products. And I'm going to put them through the paces now, and then next week my main review will be out. This is just a little, you know, show and tell. Anyway, consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.